Are you looking for authentic, handmade clothing and accessories? Please follow Our Heritage Creations on Instagram at _Our Heritage Creations. They have head wraps, headbands, braid jewelry, and limited clothing by request. Check them out, y'all.
Baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope.
Welcome back.
To a black queen.
Love Life After. You heard? Yeah. I'm Brittany.
And I am Christelle.
Yes, y'all. We are back for another episode. We on episode 2. So today, we are gonna touch on the Chadwick Boseman. We're gonna talk about the Brandy versus Monica. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. But before we get into all of that, we had some icebreaker questions. So what are the questions for today?
You have one too. Okay, what are some of the questions?
I think one of mine were if we could move to a different state, what state would you move to?
Honestly, I'm just like,
you're a North Carolinian?
No,
right now?
I would just want to be somewhere low key. You know what I mean? Like, though? Somewhere where it's not too busy. I can't really like pinpoint a lot of like state that has like just a chill, maybe Montana or something.
Montana?
I don't know. Somewhere
Montana?
Maybe not on a farm, because I don't want to do no farm work or anything, but just somewhere where it's just like, it's just low key, where nobody really like, a small town.
I don't know any small towns, but Montana.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Montana just sound like it's.
I'm freaking weak. First of all, let me Google Montana. Let me see what's in Montana first off. But I would definitely like to go to. I would say Texas would be my first stop.
Okay.
And maybe Florida, and then maybe Cali. The reason why Cali, I'm wishy-washy about that, because they be having too many mudslides. They be having too many forest fires. Anybody got time for that? But Texas, I heard Texas floods a lot from hurricanes and stuff. But I heard it's really hot. But I heard like the cost of living there, I don't know if it's cheaper, but I know you can get a bomb house like for $300,000. You can get like a nice house and stuff like that. And I heard everything is bigger in Texas, so why not?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're from New York, so you're already kind of like used to the big city and stuff like that.
I guess so.
I'm just like, I just want to be somewhere where, I mean, only like 10 people in the city. That's fun with me, where nobody really know it, but where everybody know each other and everybody like having like get-togethers and stuff like that. That's
I don't know.
What I was like, but yeah.
Montana population is kind of small.
See,
2019 is like 1.069 million.
See. I would probably, go there. See,
Wyoming.
The thing is, I've never even
you never even researched it.
Montana,
Wyoming is 578,000.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Somebody Google what is the black population in Montana. I am weak. They said there are only 4,094 black people in Montana. I don't know if you want to stay there, if you want to go there, but okay. All right, next question.
Okay, what's the most embarrassing thing that you've ever done?
I did a lot of embarrassing things.
You want to get into it? Yeah, I don't know. I can't even think.
From what, adulthood or childhood? Like what?
Both, maybe. I
did a lot of embarrassing things in childhood. I remember this one time, my mom, she used to always get income tax. She used to like, all right, hey, $300 to $500 to go school shopping. This how I knew I was going to be a frugal adult, because my mom used to give me money to go school shopping. She used to give me money to go school shopping, and my ass would still go steal.
What?
Yes. I was with my best friend and my cousin. Well, I wasn't really particularly stealing in a sense. I was like, I wanted these bomb Calvin Klein jeans. They was like some denim jeans, and they had like patches on them, like suede patches on them. And I think they was like they might have been like $40 or something like that. But I was like, dang, I really don't want to pay $40 for these jeans. So I was like trying to switch the tags on them. But my cousin was with me, and she was like throwing stuff in the bag. So yeah, so we got caught stealing. Wow. So that was embarrassing. And it was embarrassing because I was with my best friend's mom. And she was like, why are y'all stealing? She was like, your mother gave you money to go school shopping. And I just felt bad and I was embarrassed. But that's one from childhood. Adulthood, my 30th birthday. That was embarrassing. Oh my god.
Oh my
I don't know if
I got embarrassing moments there too. Remember, I fell asleep in your couch.
That I had a little fender bender. Yeah.
Oh god, but
that was embarrassing.
I would say that night was a little embarrassing for me too because I was around. I think I've been around St. Q before, but that night was just like, oh my god. I think I fell asleep in your couch. I fell right on the floor.
We was tipsy. We had too many tequila shots. Yeah. I had double tequila shots. Like I was a little twisted, but it was embarrassing because I had like a little fender bender. And my husband was like, "Babe, you don't need to go drive." And then my best friend husband was like, "Yeah, I told you not to drive neither." Yeah, that was embarrassing as hell, and that was embarrassing. But I had a really good time on my 30th birthday. I looked so bomb. I had my makeup done by Tiff Sinclair. Tiff Sinclair slayed my face, and I really enjoyed myself, but I was a little smacked. I'm not even gonna lie, but that was embarrassing. I'm not even gonna front. I was like, damn, Britt.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. It was fun.
It was fun, but it was embarrassing. All right, next question.
Are you a listener or a talker?
You know, I'm definitely a talker, but I'm working on listening.
Okay, I like that. That's a good one. I would say both for me. I'm both because I've heard both sides from people. Some people say I'm a good listener, so I would think good. So.
I mean, I'm working on it. I feel like me and my best friend, we vent to each other a lot. She's like, "Well, thank you for listening." So I'm working on it.
Okay. So another one. What is your goal by the end of the decade?
Dang, that's 10 years.
Yeah.
Within the next 10 years, definitely going to be successful entrepreneur. I'm going to travel the world.
Amen to that.
My health is going to be A1. I'm working on my health now. I stopped eating meat a couple of years ago. So that's like, ongoing journey. My children are going to be successful and set up for success. I'm going to be wealthy. Not even materialistically, but like...
Yo, everything she say.
like not even materialistically, like money wise, but like I'm going to have like the knowledge. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I think about 10 years ago where I was at, like I was in college with 2 little babies. I was broke. I have no money. Like 10 years is a long time to glow up. Okay. So yeah, all of that plus more. What about you?
What you just said, everything you just said plus more. Because, it's amazing, like, just trying to, like, think on decade, like, think of what am I going to do within, 10 years from now, and where we've been through those decades already, and, like, look what we've accomplished. And then there's just, like, thinking on it, we could do so much more within 10 years if we have already done what we've done in the past, So right. I'm just, whatever God throw at me, I'm ready.
I know that's right.
So, but yeah. So, all right, let's skip some of these questions and let's talk about this week. So, how's your week been this week? How was your week?
My week this week was like a kind of like a emotional roller coaster for me because, for one, my kids are doing virtual learning at home. I worked it out with my job to work from home on Mondays. And to be honest, y'all, I have like low-key anxiety working from home because I feel like I can't get everything accomplished pertaining to work because I'm like, okay, the kids are on calls. Let me make sure they get a good healthy breakfast. Let me make sure lunch is prepped. Let me make, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm doing more home stuff than work stuff. So
right.
I'm feeling like I can't really accomplish a lot at home or work because I'm an essential worker. I work in a laboratory, so I'm used to like testing and stuff like that. So it gave me a little bit of anxiety, but I'm trying to figure out a schedule, trying to like, look up some work from home tips and stuff like that. But then work, it's been okay. I try to alter my schedule to go in a little later. So I go in around 10, get off around 6. So that way I'm home before like dinner and stuff like that. But I want to be home with them to make sure they're up. Right. Make sure they're doing what they need to do. They're not on their phones or not playing Fortnite while they're supposed to be in class. So, which the boys, they do pretty well. They're adjusting well. I think it's me that's not adjusting well. So it's been kind of emotional roller coaster for me, but I'm happy. It's the weekend and we get Monday off. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
How about you?
Did you see my video from last week when I talked about how I fell, throughout the first 2 weeks of virtual learning?
No, but you texted me and told me it was overwhelming.
Right. So, it's still the same. It's still overwhelming. It's still, it's just a lot of back and forth. So I'm still just trying to adjust to it. I'm trying to find the middle ground where I can make it stable for, me and the other, with all
your kids.
With all the kids.
Because you got kids in different grades.
Yes, I do. And that's overwhelming on its own. For the first time this week, Isaiah was like kind of frustrated. And then I wasn't there. So I feel like even with their dad being home, they're still like, Mom. They still call me like, you know what I mean? Like, that look. But yeah, so it's just like, I still have to, or with him still being home, I don't want to bash my husband or anything, whatever. But like, I still feel like, even though I tell him like, okay, this needs to get done, make sure this get done, I still have to go home and make sure, hey, why isn't this work turned in and you were here? Like, so it's just like, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And because I feel like they're already giving them so much work as is for a first grader, like, I feel like it's just too much.
Yeah. So, I feel like it's a lot, and I feel like it's a lot for the adults to adjust too, because it's like, since this is our first time assisting in virtual learning, it's like, all right, so what do I do? Like, if I help, am I doing too much? Am I not doing enough? So I feel like it's a lot. Like,
yeah. So I just wanted to be like, I wanted to it's still early. I feel like it's still early, but I do believe it's going to get easier. But I just have to figure out how it's going to work for my household and not for everybody else. I've been like asking people for advice. What do you think I should do? How y'all been doing? Like, is it working for you? Just different thing that's working. Because I do have a friend who has 3 different kids in different grade levels too. But still, with hers, it's like they're all pretty much do for themselves anyways. Right. So it's just like, I just want to hear different feedback just to see what I could do to.
Yeah, so speaking of that, since we're talking about virtual learning, like, do you prefer to work from home or work?
Heck no. I cannot work from home. That would drive me crazy. Remember I was saying that just being home those couple months that we were home? I mean, it was nice because, you got to like spend, I felt like it was a vacation that I needed, but didn't have. But then I actually had the time to actually enjoy those times. Does that make sense?
No, I get what you're saying.
So, I mean, in a way, it was like, okay, it was nice. A nice vacation. Let's call it at that. But I cannot stay home 24/7 cooking, cleaning,
yelling at kids, telling them to pick up their stuff.
Cleaning.
Bruh.
I can't do it because even if I say, hey, go ahead and do this, or even if they clean, there's going to be something that I'm going to find not done that I'm going to end up doing.
You're just going to like look over and I'm like, you know what, let me just do it.
Right.
Nah, I feel you. I feel like that too.
Right, and I do that a lot with Anaya a lot. But Isaiah clean way more cleaner than Anaya. Like, and he's a boy and then she's a girl, but like, I feel like I always have to clean up after them.
Yeah, I feel like that. I think that's a mom thing.
So no, I would not like to be a stay-at-home mom. The ones that are stay-at-home mom, like
that's working from home and homeschooling your kids, I commend y'all because like, to me, like I just feel like it's more overwhelming for me to be working from home because I feel like I'm not working. I'm at home doing home stuff. Like, And then it's like me and the boys, like, all right, I got them headsets and stuff, but it's just like I'm trying not to distract them. I'm on meetings at work, and then it's like their teachers, and they're like, oh, mom, like they're not joining my group session. They're not. They don't take their computer off and mute. Like, so it's just like it's distracting me because I'm like, all right, they're getting frustrated, so I'm getting frustrated.
Right.
I can't focus on my work. So it's not a good balance.
Right.
Like, it's really not. But I like to work from home because I like to be present with them. Like, I like to be able to sit and see how their class structure is, what type of work they're given, like, you know, the challenges and stuff, like how they even like I noticed my kids, like, they're very smart. And they can figure things out, but like they are so unorganized. Like they have, when I tell you, they got folders, notebooks, whatever they need. They're writing on loose leaf papers, drawing on. They have like sketches, and they writing on loose leaf paper. I'm like, where's your sketchbook, bro?
You know,
like
a lot of smart kids are very unorganized. Smart people, period. They're very unorganized. Because Keith is very smart, but he's like the most unorganized person I've ever known. My brother, most unorganized.
Yeah, I don't know
so
what
like,
it is.
You know, just like if you do the research, because I ended up doing that one time with, I'm like, why is this child so unorganized? And our teacher told me, you know what, it's okay, because that's how their mind works, because they can't be.
I'm just like, yo, like, granted, like my husband, he claimed I'm unorganized and all that, but I be knowing my stuff is. I don't lose things. I keep up with my stuff, but the boys, they just so unorganized, bro. And
I think it's like, a mom thing, bro.
It probably is. I don't know.
Because we just feel like, why can't you? And if they need something, mom or Christelle, do you know where this is? Or do you like?
If your stuff was organized,
right?
And in a certain place, you would know. You wouldn't ask me. So I feel like.
Oh God.
But yeah, we skipped over you never said your most embarrassing moment. Oh, did you? Did I miss it? Oh yeah, you did. You said my birthday too, right?
I did.
Moving along. So we wanted to talk about the Chadwick Boseman. Devastating. So devastating. He was young, 43 years old, right? 43 years old. He was diagnosed with cancer in 2016, colon cancer. And during his duration of his treatment and his illness, like, he done filmed Black Panther, 21 Bridges, Get On Up, Jackie Robinson, The Five Bloods, Captain America, Avengers, Marshall. Like, some of these movies, to be honest, y'all, I didn't even know that was Chadwick Boseman. But he played these characters so effortlessly, and he played it with so much poise. You would have never, and grace, you would have never knew this man was ill. You would have never knew he was ill. And it was crazy. Like, first of all, I think what I noticed him the most in Black Panther. I'm like, yo, who is this black man? And who birthed him? Because his acting skills are on point, okay? Right. Like, he brought that Black Panther film to life.
His accent too.
Like, he brought it to life. Like, and I'm not even like a superhero type of person. Like, you know, since I have boys, I'm a boy mom. You know, I recently got, you know, like, started getting intrigued into like the Avengers and superhero movies. But Black Panther, first of all, Black Panther was mad long. I kind of dozed off a couple of times, but I watched it again, and the movie was incredible. And the most recent film that I watched with Chadwick Boseman was The Five Bloods. If you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. He was a Vietnam soldier with 4 other men. It's an incredible story. I like the story. The movie was really good, but it's just heartbreaking to know that we lost a legend. Like, that's how I feel like we lost another legend. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like he up there with Kobe. He up there with Nipsey. Like, he's a legend because he played characters, like, for example, like the Jackie Robinson. And it's crazy because, like, I think they were talking about Jackie Robinson, his legacy, the day he died. Like, what the heck? Right. It's just like, it's crazy. But he played these characters with so much poise, and it's very heartbreaking to know that this man was suffering and he still put an act on television on a big screen for us, and we wouldn't even knew. And it's crazy how no one leaks his information.
Right. That is amazing to me. That's the thing about like loyalty, like having people around you that are loyal to you and that you trust to like keep this secret. Like in one of the, I forgot the name, the recent movie that he did, one of the his co-star was talking about how he felt like he was precious. Like because they were like, he didn't know because they were attending. His nurse was there. His wife was like rubbing his feet, and and all. It was on the news, and I was like, wow, because he didn't know that he was going through that.
Yeah. So basically, he didn't. I heard that he didn't really want to tell anyone about his illness because I mean, I guess he was just fighting through it. And then I heard that people were like internet bullying him because like he lost so much weight.
Right.
And it's crazy because
I actually saw that.
I didn't even see it. I didn't even notice. Like, I mean, because like when I see him, I just automatically think of Black Panther, and then I was like, oh, he was in the Five Bloods, but I didn't notice any difference. But it's just like you could just tell how cruel the world is. It's like you don't never know what people was going through, so you should not fix your lips to speak ill of anyone.
You know what I thought? I thought he was probably losing weight for a role.
I think some people thought that too, but this man was dying.
Right.
Like he was basically dying. He was suffering. Like,
right, but he was doing it so humbly. Just like he was.
It's sad. It really is, sad. And it's just like life is too short. Like, you get what I'm saying? And like, men, if y'all listening, y'all need to go get checked. Like, go get your colon checked, because like he basically died from colon cancer. I don't know if it's hereditary or if it was like onset at a certain age. But
he found out in 2016.
2016. Right? So he was dealing with this for 4 years. So men, please go to the doctor, your yearly checkups, get your preventative care. I know it's uncomfortable to get checked because they do, they go in your rectum, but this is what you need to to get that preventative care check and make sure that you're straight and make sure that y'all eating well, feed you. Like our bodies is our temple, whatever you put in it. Make sure that you're putting things in it that's going to nourish your body and your soul and your mind. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because I also read that he was a vegan, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he was a vegan.
Oh, wow.
So, colon, could definitely be hereditary. I don't know, like, the full backstory of how he got cancer and stuff like that. But it's just really sad. And, he was a Howard University grad. He had mentors as Denzel Washington, Angela Bassett was his mentors. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was such an uplifting soul. Like, those people wanted to help him and like wanted to get him through school. I know he did speeches at some graduations and things like that. He always had something powerful to come out of his mouth. Like, every role he played was powerful. Like, he was such a powerful person. Like, and I know I didn't know him personally, but to me, it felt like I knew him personally. I kind of felt like that with Nipsey Hussle too. Like the loss of Nipsey, the loss of Kobe, like Chadwick. I mean, you don't really know them personally, but it's just like you see the work that they do and what they do for their communities. It just, your heart is broke as well. So, I hope he rests in power. I hope he's in peace. I know his family is that, they're probably lost, but they probably prepared for this.
Yeah, because they say he died. Well, I read that he died with family. With his family. Yeah.
So, I just wanted to give a warm condolence to his family. I don't know if he had children or not. Did he have children? Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't know if he had children or not.
Talk about that at all. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if he had children or not, but I did hear on the radio too. He's from South Carolina. He's from a small town in South Carolina, and they're trying to basically get a statue.
Yeah.
So that'll be dope if they do that.
I'll probably go see it.
Yeah, no, me too. That'll be dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's just marvelous. We don't get a lot of people like Chadwick, like, you know what I'm saying?
And remember when he got I don't know if you remember when he got an award for the hero or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
He passed that down to that man that helped in the
white guy, the older white guy. Was the older white guy?
The black guy that helped in the shoot. It was a shooting, someone was trying to rob a restaurant, and this black guy, I forgot his name. He pretty much saved the day or whatever. So he ended up giving that award to him.
Really? Oh, and I don't
Yeah.
remember that part. But
Yeah, it was just, he was just, and then his speech from Howard when he
yeah,
graduated.
he always had some powerful words that left his mouth, and it was just like it's so uplifting.
Like I mean, just seeing all the great thing he have done or everything he has said, like that make me want to be like a better person. You know what I mean? Like, man, like this man left all this mark on people's lives. Like, why can't we all just like be like, somebody great, be great?
Yeah.
It's just, ugh, I'm just lost for word because it's so sad. It makes me just want to like just go hug every friend because life is so short, Brittany. I cried all day yesterday just thinking
Yeah,
about it.
like this is a quote that he said, and people probably heard when he said this, but it probably went over their head. He said, "You have to cherish things in a different way when you know the clock is ticking. You are under pressure." People probably didn't even know what the hell he was talking about.
Nope.
But he was dying.
Right,
So every role that he had, he fulfilled it.
right.
He played these powerful roles for our black men in America, like 42. That Jackie Robinson movie was really good. And
I did not even know that.
like
was him.
that was a like he endured like Jackie Robinson endured a lot of hatred and a lot of racism being a black baseball player because he was the best baseball player. Like he endured a lot. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, you just never know, man. Like life is too short. It really is.
But yeah, so just shout out to his family. Our prayers are with his family. Because at
Yeah,
this point,
he was young. He's younger than my mom.
right. I feel
Sad.
like God like needed him.
Yeah.
Home. God sent him for a reason.
For a reason.
And then
Yep.
he took him because his time was up. That's all I could say. He came here to make his mark. He came to do what he was sent to, what he was supposed to come on this earth to accomplish. And I feel like he done it. I feel like he fulfilled his legacy. And I feel like we all need to like, follow his footstep,
Yep.
because life is so short. Just not trying to wear off. Just the other last week, right, when we heard like one of the girl that we went to school with, like young, 31 years old, just
Passed away.
gone. So when I think of stuff like this, like where it's happening to so many young people, I feel like we need to like look back. I feel like this is like the time where we need God more. Because he's trying to tell us something and we need to hear it. I don't know what it is, but people need to be on their knees more praying.
Yeah, not praying just because you want something or you're trying to manifest something. You need to pray every day.
Right. And not just pray, but sit down and listen. Listen to what God is trying to tell you.
Oh, not to change the subject, but today is Beyonce's birthday. Happy birthday, B.
Right.
But no, I understand what you're saying. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, people, we really do need to buckle down. Like, I've said this before. I'm not the most religious. I don't really claim a religion, but I'm very spiritual. I do pray. I meditate. I sage. I speak things. I manifest things. Not just because I want things, but
she believed there's a God.
yeah, yes. I'm not an atheist, guys. I'm not an atheist. I'm not an atheist. Just disclaimer.
Right.
But I just don't lock myself down to any one religion. I like to learn about all religions. I feel like we all have a common God. Everybody just perceives and everybody look at things differently. But definitely, like, this is the time to really reflect on your life. This is the time to really get close with your loved ones. Help your loved ones out. Like not hold grudges, not have resentment. Like, I pray to release resentment, release anger, anxiousness, worriness. I pray for that every single day because, growing up, certain childhood traumas and that stuff carried to your adulthood. Like if you don't deal with it and you don't like recognize it and acknowledge it, that junk could carry on to your adulthood and that junk could be transferred to your children. And that's what I'm not trying to do. So
Amen.
We just gotta stay on task, get focused, and make sure that we living right, treating people correctly, and doing what we need to do, and taking care of our bodies, y'all. Like we gotta take care of ourselves. Men, y'all need to go to the doctor. I know a lot of men don't like going to the doctor because I be having to beg my husband to go get a checkup, to go to the doctor, take care of himself, stop consuming all of this fast food and unhealthy things. Like, y'all gotta take care of yourself. Women too. We gotta do it too. We have to. So that way we can be here for our grandchildren, our great grandchildren, our great grandchildren. Like, so we can be here for it.
Right. And just know, like, no matter what, like, we are all here for a reason. We are designed to go through whatever it is that we are going through. But you know what? Like, it's your choice to make it something. It's your choice to make something out of whatever it is that you're going through. Because if you're going through something, like, just find a lesson out of it. Just really reflect on what it is that you're going through and why, and take it from there. Because all you have to do is try. Just don't give up and try. Because you are not on this earth for... You are on this earth for a purpose. You're not on here just because you all have purpose. And I just want to leave y'all with that too. But on a bright note, did you see that Brandy and Monica?
Girl, that Brandy versus Monica, first of all, thank y'all so much, Brandy and Monica, for giving us what we wanted all of this time. All we wanted was y'all to come together. Yes.
Right. I know.
Yes. I definitely wanted. I was like, yo, it would be so dope. Like, when all these verses start coming out when we was in quarantine.
Right.
I'm like, yo, Brandy versus Monica? That'd be so dope.
Right.
So I'm so grateful to even be a part of that. Like, it came out on my anniversary day, so that's how me and my husband had our little nightcap. Like, we listened to the Brandy versus Monica, drinking some champagne. It was wonderful. Like, I enjoyed it so much, but then, like, the internet is a dangerous place to be, because there were so many memes about the shoes they were wearing, what Brandy had on, and how they was like, oh, Brandy is acting stink, Monica acting stink. I'm like, listen, y'all gotta relax.
But not just that, Brittany, like, listen. Because they don't know what these people are going through. First of all, these girls, from what my understanding, they were beefing. These women,
that's what I heard.
That's what I heard too. I don't know if this was sure. For these grown women to come there and, like, hug each other with this pandemic, with everything going on, they give each other hugs and they're
vibing to each other music.
Right, like, respecting each other, and y'all out here sitting making memes, or you don't even know what these people are going through. Because in my mind, I was thinking, like, what's going on? But I'm not gonna be like going out making memes about it.
They was making memes about the shoes. Like, did you remember the?
You know, she said, "What is my shoes okay? Is my feet?"
Brandy she said that. I missed that part.
Yeah. In the beginning, it was like in the beginning. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, because I guess people was like, first of all, let me rewind it back. When these ladies came out, they were like young. They were like 14, 15. Mm-hmm. So their style of dress, how they dress, is totally different now. Right? Like, she was young. She was very young when she did Miss Thing, that album. Like, she was very young. Brandy was young too. Like, these ladies, they evolved. They're a woman. They have children. Like, y'all gotta relax. Mm-hmm. Like, you get what I'm saying? It was funny. It was funny. Attitude. It was funny, but then it was like, all right, y'all taking it too far, because now y'all putting like the Steve Madden.
I didn't even see the memes.
Sandal shoes don't care on their pictures. Like, I'm like, come on, y'all ODing.
Because I don't care to see it, because that's negative.
It's
and
negative.
Then I don't like negativity.
I don't like that.
And then if you are so bitter to be putting stuff like that out there, you need to go check yourself, because that just pissed me off to actually hear that.
Yeah. People was doing that. I mean, like I said, like, I was like, I was laughing, but I'm like, all right, when I seen like my whole Facebook feed, I'm like, Brandy was acting stink, Monica was acting stink. I'm like, damn, really? Because I didn't get that.
That's why I can't be. The only time where Brandy was singing this song where she said she loved it and she wanted Monica to join it, and she just kind of like did a little harmony. I was like, damn, Monica, like, go ahead and sing with her. Remember that part?
Oh, yeah. I think I remember that part.
But she was like, she wanted to give her moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, y'all need to chill.
Yeah, I think the internet is a dangerous place. Like, I feel like people's going back. People's like, oh, Brandy killed it, Monica. I'm like, I think they both did marvelous. I feel like for me, to be honest, like the playlist, I'm gonna pull it up because you know, I gotta pull it up. I gotta have
going on
like
though, like with
Brandy. What about us? That freaking baby. I forgot about that song. Sitting up in my
Brandy
room.
could sing. I don't know who was,
Almost doesn't count.
Almost doesn't count.
Almost doesn't count. Songs. Like you getting what I'm saying?
Not Gonna
like
Cry with Monica.
That was one of my favorite songs. Top of the world. Like I'm like,
Brandy's in here jamming.
I'm in here jamming because I'm like, yo, like no, but for real, like, and then Best Friend. That's me and my best friend favorite song. Like, cause I'm your sister. And then the song from freaking Set It Off. Dang, what is it called? Hold on, let me find it. Cause I got the playlist pulled up. Oh, The Boy's Mine, of course. I didn't even know that was Brandy's song. I thought that was Monica's song.
I thought it was too, but she said she called her to do it with her. Full Moon, the whole album of Full Moon. Yeah.
Best Friend from Brandy.
My favorite song of Brandy has always been Have You Ever?
Have you ever? Yeah.
I can't sing that. I ain't even gonna try.
I be thinking I can sing, y'all, but I really can't sing. I be telling my husband, I'm like, bruh, I really wish I could sing.
That's my embarrassing thing when I try to sing one time and someone's like, Kristen, I need you to be quiet, stick to doing it.
Missing you. Okay. Missing You from the Set It Off. That was another one of Brandy's songs, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
But yeah, like
Monica does something to my soul. Okay, like let me tell you, Monica, Dozen Roses, one of my favorite songs. So Gone, one of my favorite songs. You should have known better.
But they just brought back like those times.
Girl, yes, for you I will, baby. You're just why I love you so much.
Okay, so guys, Brandy's literally in here.
I'm just going through.
She is so excited that I even brought that up.
Yes.
But yeah, with everything going on though, like I feel like that night was like we all like America really needed that night to like just go back and
because of the everything that happened, like the loss with Chadwick, and then that came. I think that kind of like soothed everybody. Like it made me feel better. It made me feel better.
It made me feel better.
No. But for real, another one of my Monica songs.
There she goes.
Knock. Stop knocking. Don't come knocking at my door. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, that right there was good.
I was kind of upset that she couldn't sing the Moesha theme.
Oh, Christelle. When I tell you, I was like, yo, me and my husband like, yo, she better sing Moesha. We was like, yo, she better look at that. It's me. And then she just stopped me. I was like, Mo to the E to the.
Well, you know what the cutest thing is? I don't know if I told you about this, but Victoria, she be trying to sing the theme song and she'll be like Moshala, Ishala instead of Motala. I was like, she's so cute. But yeah, see, even though it came back around, kids can still relate to this. And I know your boys love that show.
My boy, I put the boys on like, yo, we gonna watch it. They're like, yo, I used to watch this when I was like younger than y'all.
Right.
They're like, yeah, mommy, we watched the whole Moesha. You know, Miles, he got caught with a joint. And why does Moesha always have different boyfriends? I'm like, Lord, they're like, yeah, maybe you can explain this to us. And I'm like, yo, how I'm gonna introduce y'all to the show? Yeah, they was like, yeah, I want you to explain. So I want to rewatch it with you so you can explain it to us. They were like, yeah, but we watched all of it. Like we watched all the seasons. It was really good. It was really funny. I'm like, dang, how y'all just going to dump me and watch the show without me and I introduce y'all to it?
Right.
But yes, y'all, that Brandy versus Monica was everything. Like it had me emo. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little emotional. Like it brought back like a lot of childhood memories. It brought back like some old school jams. Like it just did something to my soul. So I'm so glad they did that. We needed that for the culture.
We did.
We really did. We really needed that for the culture. Like we really did.
But yeah.
But yeah, that was a handful.
Yeah. But yeah, just, to close this out, like, just please, just like, if y'all having any time right now where you feel like somebody has done you wrong or you're missing a friend or there's something that you wanted to tell somebody but you can't do it, just do it anyway. You know, because life is so short, and we all need this time where like we need the happiness, and then we need the sad too sometimes. But sometimes like going through the sadness makes us realize that we need to let go of whatever hurt and move on.
Yeah, like
know?
Janae Aiko. I'm listening to her album. She said, "You gotta take some rain with your sunshine.
Sunshine, yep.
Gotta take some rain with your sunshine."
Yeah, I'm gonna get Brittany
So,
an album. She gonna come up with an album, y'all.
I think I could sing, but I really can't. Okay, but I wish my sister got the vocals. I don't have the vocals.
Yeah.
But you gotta take some rain with your sunshine and just remain positive. You know, lately I've just been trying not to stress and going with the flow. And to be honest, like I feel better.
Yeah.
Not having to worry
About anything, right?
about
yeah,
anything.
I remember you was telling me, look, if there's, something going on with you, just take a nap, like sit. I thought about that the other day. I came home, went to work, came home, and I had to help do something that day. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to bed, y'all. I'm closing the door. I said, if y'all need something, call your dad, call your grandmother, call somebody. Don't call me. Because I'm taking a nap.
I know that.
And like, when I woke up, I felt like they were happier to like see me because I came in the house just like tired and exhausted. And then after I took my nap, I felt so much better to the point where I even went outside and played basketball with them. So they were like, "Oh, mom, you need to play with us more often." So if your mental ain't right, if you're tired, you need to take a nap. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, for real, the marathon continues.
Exactly.
Period.
Period.
All right, y'all. So we're going to close out for today. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Remember, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Buzzsprout, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, all your streaming platforms. You can find us. Check us out, Love Life After Podcast. If you would like to follow us at love.lifeafter on Instagram and Twitter and on Facebook. And if you would like to have send us an email or give us if you want any advice from us, any questions, concerns, or comments, please email us at lovelifeafter18@gmail.com. We will be monitoring the email and, responding efficiently. So yeah, it's Love Life After. Thank you guys for listening and tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And it's Love Life After. We out.
Just remember to love life after all.
Peace.
I know I'm addicted. I know I'm addicted. No, I'm addicted.